What is buddy? How are you doing on this fine day today? Okay. Welcome to artpod number 4. In today's episode, I think we got like 4 people watching now. You see? Goodbye, PewDiePie. So today we're going to talk about a couple of things, a couple of cute things. It's how to become an artist, how to get into the art industry. If you're thinking of getting into the art industry, how do I start? Where do I begin? And there's a lot of things that kind of get in your way. I don't know what it's like today, but back in back in 22, I think it was. No, I'm kidding, but everybody was against it. Both my parents were very artistic, but the rest of my family, don't get into art. You can't do art. You don't make any money. And that's what I used to get, Oh, what do you, like a friend of the parents or something. Oh, so what do you want to get into? What is it that you want to study? I want to be an artist. An artist. That pause that you used to get, that awkward silence of, that's are you sure? Are you sure you want to become an artist? Some bitches, But yes, the two people that pushed me were my mom and dad. They kept on, do what you love doing. Do what you love. That was kind of one of the biggest and coolest things that my parents did for us, is do what you love. It's not about us. It's your life. It's your love. And that was a massive help. But I know a lot of people don't get that. They don't get that. Their parents they'll push them. You must become a lawyer. Okay? Put that suit on. Get that Armani on you. And then here's your watch. Happy birthday, son. It's got diamonds in it. So, the thing is, I know I teach. I teach a lot of kids. And a lot of the stories are the same. They come to do like a quick art course or learn the basics about art and stuff, or visual effects. And a lot of them tell me the same thing. My parents don't want me to do this. My parents want me to be something else. They want me to be an accountant or something. The worst thing you can possibly do to a child is put that child into something it hates. It's for the rest of its life. And, the parents, sometimes they care way too much about, I want my kid to make money. And sure, I understand that. Like, I'm a parent myself, but I would never stop my child from doing what he or her wants to do. Never. Why on earth would you want to do that? The biggest thing about anything that you do, if you do not like it, you will fail at it. You fail. It's as simple as that. But if you have a passion for something, if you love something, you cannot fail. It is impossible. I always bring this example up. I could be wrong here. But there's some dude that loves collecting elastic bands, and he makes the biggest elastic balls. Balls made out of elastic bands. And that's how he makes a living. Like, people come to look at them. I could be so wrong with that. I should research that one. But it's a good one to tell, I guess. It's inspiring. The point is, you can do anything you want. If you have a passion for it, you cannot fail. That passion pushes you to absolute crazy heights, learning new things about it. Your passion drives you to change that into something incredible, successful, not seen before, or just an incredible, happy life. I've seen way too many people, their parents force them to become a doctor or an accountant or something else, and they're miserable. They break under pressure. Their lives are destroyed, and that's how you kill a kid. That's how you destroy a child. Is you put them into something they don't want to be or do. There's a lot of other things that parents do to kids that are just, I find absolutely ridiculous. But to each his own, and whatever it is. But for me, it's that passion. It's seeing what you love doing. Go for it. Always go for it. And I got lucky because I had good parents. I had parents that understood this is my happiness. The rest of family and other family friends and stuff, an artist. But don't you want to have a house one day? Don't you want to be able to have a wife and kids? If you have a passion, you'll dominate. You will dominate. You will wipe them all out. If it's the paper that you wanted, if it's the paper, you'll dominate in anything that you absolutely love and adore, and you have a passion for, and you drive it forward. You cannot fail. It's as simple as that. For me, anyway, it's as simple as that. If you have a passion, you win. So getting into art, where do you begin? Where would you begin even starting to get into something? I went to a university. It was a waste of my time, absolute waste of my time. I did it to get a piece of paper that I have never used in my life. I've never used that piece of paper once in my life. It was like 30,000 a year or something to go to this filthy place. It was useless. And the best part is I went to two different. I went to an art college and I went to a university, and it was quite amazing. We had to do this advert, and I did it at the first one I went to. It was something useless place. Anyway, and I did this one advert of these babies. It was for like virgin olive oil, and I had all these babies on the page, and on top of them I'd say virgin, non-virgin, virgin, non-virgin, and at the end I had like a bottle of virgin olive oil. I failed it completely. Then I went to another university because I hated this one that I was going to. I didn't like the people, the heads. There was this one bald, broken, finished off, done suit Armani punk mother. Anyway, but I went to another and I presented the same piece. We had a very similar kind of a thing where we had to do an advert, and I just handed it in and I aced it, which automatically shows how do you mark art? How do you mark it? How does some filthy pig in a suit mark art? I've never understood this. With my images, you've got people that love them and people that absolutely hate them. I understand that you can, especially with advertising. God, I hate advertising. Hate it. Wasn't it? Left it. But it's difficult for a single person to mark something or to tell you it's crap or not crap. It's a difficult thing. To a certain point, I guess you can see if something's really, really bad, no effort or whatever, but if something's done really well and it delivers the message, you see, I'm stuck here. I don't understand how one marks art. Sure, you can see if it's really bad or really good, but really bad to who? Really bad to yourself or to others? It's a difficult one. I don't know. It's I guess it's something that you either think is right or wrong. I don't know. It's a difficult one, that one. Anyway, I find universities and colleges for art absolutely useless. I truly do. If you want to go to learn the programs and stuff, don't waste your cash. You have internet today. You can learn anything you want. Whatever you want is a button press away. Press art, learn, and a billion tutorials will come up with a billion pieces of software. Don't fall in that stupid trap. It's not advice, it's not whatever, but college and it's dead. It's old. It's shit. Okay, unless you're becoming a doctor where you have to do physical exams and cut people open and stuff or whatever. For me, if it's about learning and doing like something like art or many other things, sound, or you don't need to go to. It's dead. It's old. It doesn't work anymore. They've never updated it. They've never upgraded it. You know, them rather put their money in them guns. You know, guns and bombs. But studying, school, sure, you need to learn the basics, all that shit. It's also old. It's so old. But, you know, studies something like art, dude. Don't even waste your money. Don't waste it. It's a waste. All my parents did was waste cash so I could get a piece of paper. And, you know, in first year, I was teaching the third years because I used to study all this by myself at home when I was even younger. I saw Toy Story 1, I was sold. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I looked at Toy Story in absolute awe. I didn't understand what I was looking at. What this? Me do 3D. And that was the day that I was blown away. Then I saw Shrek and I was like, what am I looking? Is this real? What the hell, bruh? And, you know, when CG started becoming a thing, I was sold straight away. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Wasted my years at college and university. Absolutely wasted. I mean, the only good thing that came out of it was meeting a couple of people and stuff. But what a waste of money. What a waste of time. Honestly, in first year, I was teaching the third years. Third years were coming to me to ask me how to do something, because I would sit at home and just study, do it by myself on my computer, just go mental because it was such a passion. I remember I had the first Max 3D Fizz or some crap like that. We never had internet back then, back in my day, kids. And I was trying to figure out how to use this thing. I didn't have documentation, nothing. It took me a month to learn how to make a cube go from A to B. A month. Didn't know what the hell I was looking at. Back in those days, you would see less than wireframes. It looked like shit. So it's a passion. Your passion will drive you to do what you want. We live in a world today where you have everything at your fingertips. Every learning, every resource you could ever. We live in such an incredible time today where everything is free too. You know, don't look at that filth Unity. They'll charge you a microtransaction to look at the website. But, you know, things like Unreal, Godot, you know, to hell with Autodesk as well. But Blender, there's everything at your fingertips at today. It's incredible. Characters, assets, this, that. You know, nobody needs to like Epic or the company, to hell with them or whatever, but man, what they have done for artists is ridiculous. Obviously, it's not out of the kindness of their heart, but they could have gone another route with it. And they went a route of just absolutely opening up all borders and giving every tool you need to create the most incredible things. And this, I have to admire. This is awesome. Tomorrow it could change, but today, go use the tools. It's there. It's incredible. And just start. So how to get into art? How to actually get into it? What do you like doing? Surely if you want to get into art, there's something. Is it drawing? Is it sketching? Is it painting? Is it digital? Is it old school? Is it traditional? What is it? Is it film? Is it moving pictures? Is it stills? What is it that you want to do? Modeling. There's so many aspects to art today. And what is it that you enjoy doing? And for me, it was a bit of everything. I wanted to make. I love epic. I love cool things. I love big, larger than life pictures. I love things that you look at and you go, damn, they're cool. You know, and these are the kind of things, massive robots, massive aliens, massive monsters, you know, massive ships, massive planets being blown up, you know, things like that. Massive aliens, probably said that one, didn't I? Aliens, monsters, you know, more monsters, more explosions. I love things like this. For me, Pacific Rim, that greatest movie on. Look, if you're not looking for a story, it has everything. It has an artist's wet dream. It's massive robots fighting huge monsters in water while it's raining. I don't understand how it could get better than that. It doesn't get better than that. And he knew exactly what he was doing. He was like, right, what is the story? Story? Yeah. What's the story of the film? There is no story. It's, I don't think you heard me correctly. Massive robots, not big robots. Okay, massive robots. We're talking about skyscraper robots fighting skyscraper monsters in water, in the ocean, raining. Sold. So it's that kind of thing. It's having this epic vision of something cool, and that's the kind of art I like. I like meaningful art. I love it and whatever, but I am a sucker for epic. I love dramatic, the typical American, walking out with the last soldier, the music in the background, there's a flag in the background, jets are flying over him, the squawk of the eagle, you got that music, that one hero, one man saves the world kind of bullshit. I'm a sucker for that. I love that kind of crap. Yes, it's meant for the absolute brain dead, broken person, but damn, man, put me in that category. Absolutely love it. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. Epic stuff. Yeah, and who does it better than Michael Bay? People can mock the dude. You can mock the dude broken, but at the end of the day, go try and put together a 10-minute film. Go try and put together a 5-minute film. Go try and lead a team of 3 people. It's not easy, It's not easy. So when you kind of understand what it takes, or a little bit of what it takes to put something together like that, think about what this dude does. It's incredible. Sure, I had to switch off all of the last Transformers, but looking at like Transformers 1, Bad Boys 1, damn, man, these things are awesome. They're cool. That camera moving around the person while they slowly get up and 2 people getting up. The dude knew exactly what he was doing, man. And it's talent. It's incredible. Look, nowadays it's broken. It's the dude can't direct to save his life, but that's just because that passion wasn't there. The guy churns out shit, but when he returns to basics of who he was, a perfect example of this kind of stuff. When he goes back to basics and does a good film that he wants to do, it's good. It's really good. But when he has to churn out another pile of shit so he can sell a bit of toys and a bit of merchandise, you can see there's nothing in there. There's absolutely nothing in there. So a monkey could direct it. It will probably do a better job. So you can see when there's passion in films like that or not. And you can see when he is passionate about something or not. But, money breaks a person. So how do you get in? Know what you like doing, and then go look for the software that you can achieve it with. It's all free. Today, everything is free. If it's painting, if it's digital art, if it's whatever. You got GIMP. You don't need Adobe. But look, to be fair, they haven't priced their products out of range. In fact, they okay. You can always get a sale on those kind of things if you like it. But if you don't want to, if you want to say to hell with Adobe, because they are a useless company, get GIMP. If you want to get into modeling, Blender, 100%. If you want to get into texturing, Blender, or what is that damn, Epic makes another program. If you don't want to pay for Substance, get the one that Epic does. It is incredible. If you want to get into game making, Unreal, Godot. But Unreal has all the free assets. It's got Megascans, it's got Metahumans, it's got the engine, which is unbeatable. There is no engine that can touch it. Even saying that about Unity, you'll probably have to pay a microtransaction. That suit will probably flip his mind. He said the word, send him a bill, and then didn't say the name. But yeah, it's an incredible time to become an artist. There is everything right at your fingertips. You can go mental, and it's incredible. So go for it. See what you enjoy doing and start getting into it. Hell, if you want to make clothes, digital clothes for a living, there's Marvelous Designer. Sure, it's a little expensive. Use Blender or something. You know, it does a lot of the same things with good add-ons. You can get incredible add-ons for Blender. You can get add-ons that do pretty much anything for Blender, and it'll cost you a fraction of the price. So everything is out there for you. Everything is out there for you. For people saying to you, don't become an artist, I don't know if that's changed, but you know, hearing from students that I have, it hasn't changed. You know, they still, you'll become a lawyer or you'll become something with this money. Here's your first piece of paper. So that's another thing. It's a difficult thing going against your parents. I was lucky because I didn't have to, but I could if I wanted to. We were too strong not to. We grew up extremely strong, and that's another thing. Kudos to the parents for they built us knowing that we can do anything. And that's it, man. It's know your worth. Don't be scared, and go do what you want. It's not their life. It's no one's life. It's your life. So do what you love to do. You know, you live in a world, it's not the greatest thing in the world. Let's be honest, life is, it's average, isn't it? It's a struggle. You know, the wonderful human has turned it into, it's a struggle. So you have to be happy sometimes. Do what you love doing, and do what you enjoy doing, and get into what you love doing. It is your life. It's your life. It's as simple as that. Otherwise, it's a great time to become an artist. You know, if you want to get into music, if you want to get into art, if you want to get into anything that's artistic. Look, okay, music's different. That's still a ridiculously expensive. You know, you want a guitar, it's $800,000, and the string breaks and scratches your guitar. It's expensive, but you know, art, it's never a better time. The one thing you do need to splurge on is your machine. That's the one thing that you need to put money in. Once you can get that machine, all your software today you can get for free. All the ones that are free are, for now, you know, on paper, the good guys to follow. The Blenders, the Epics, although okay, they are owned by a million demons, and I don't know, but you know, I don't care. Today it serves my purpose. I will use it. ZBrush, that was owned by a pretty good company, man, but you know, Maxon's taken over that. No, they're not the worst, but you can see the paper coming through. Every time you want to use a product, you have to get your license software up, and oh, it needs an update. You can't just work anymore. You see, you can see the suit that came up with that. Artists want to get into it and not be slowed down. We don't want to be slowed down or taken out of the moment by anything. Now, what Maxon's done is, if you want to use a Red Giant plugin or something that you've bought, you can't. You in After Effects, you open it up, or Photoshop. No, it needs to be a license. Open up the license software, okay? Open it up, and without goddamn fail, you would need to update it. So you'll wait. My internet's absolute dog shit. So I would have to wait, at least 10, 15 minutes, let this thing install, whatever, go in, redo the plugins, close After Effects, reopen after, you know, God damn these people, man. I don't understand their logic. You know, and obviously it's to save that 3 cents. If somebody wants to crack their shit, they will. But those people that go around and do it properly, they make them suffer. And I've never understood this about these shattered little minded things. Fix your shit. You go buy 2 Rockstars, Red Giant and Pixelus or Pixelogic, and you turn them into dog crap. And you know what? All these people, I get it, you know, little companies, they build to sell out. They're built to sell out, and unfortunately you dangle too much of a carrot in front of their faces. Minds get shattered, they get smashed, and they see that green paper and their eyes start dazzling and they sell out. And unfortunately that is the world. It's a human being. That's what it is. Unfortunately, that's life, people. That's life. And leaving on that happy note, people. That's a happy note right there. But it's just another way. Support the little guys. Support the ones that do things properly. And it just makes a lot more sense. It helps the world. If you can cripple one of these useless giants that are literally running on a couple of fumes and a couple of, fine fibers of cotton or whatever, their Ray-Bans are cracking, so it's a good thing. Let their Ray-Bans crack. I know Blenders cracked a lot of Ray-Bans in Autodesk, and that's fantastic news for all of us. Now look, I use Maya as my daily driver. Luckily, it's just what I do. It's an incredible piece of software. I know it really well, and at the end of the day, I still use an older license. I don't support them anymore by buying, but I do have my perpetuals, and I use that. Once that dies, slowly but surely, I get stronger at Blender, and I force myself to get more and more into Blender, because to hell with them. Let's support good things. With Blender, you can start supporting them, you can donate to them. That's all they ask for. And if you feel like it, you can. And it's good. It's something that'll never get bored out. It'll always be free, and it keeps growing. Oh wow, it gets stronger and stronger. It's gotten to the point where it's a Maya replacer. For games, I wouldn't think twice. Wouldn't even think twice. For visual effects, sure, it's still on a little bit on the back end or whatever, a hell of a lot on the back end, but if you're in games, it's a no-brainer. Go straight into it, take it. It's got so many more cool features now. When they come out with a new version, it's groundbreaking. It's what Alias used to do to Alias and Wavefront used to do to Maya. It came out, paint effects, it got this, it's massive new modules. Now Maya comes out with a goddamn a round tool, a circular tool. Brand new release 2 years later. It's got a circular tool. Oh, and it can cache something. Don't need the cache, but thanks for the circular tool. It's just the oddest thing I've ever seen. There's no passion anymore. There's no love. It's just this finished off thing that's dying off. Max is dying off. They killed Soft Damage, a king of a program. I guess that's just what it is. Support the little guys so they can get big enough one day to do the same. And on that friendly note, good time to become an artist. Good time to get into art. Creativity is everywhere now. Artists literally rule the world, man. We're everywhere. You can't turn a block. Don't go into advertising. I got out of advertising the moment I understood what a lie it was. What an absolute lie it was. Hate it. Hate all adverts. It hurts me. I don't want to see some filthy pig trying to sell me some pile of shit if I don't want to see it. So, don't get into advertising. Get into the more respectable parts of art. I understand there's different types of advertising, but you can't look anywhere anymore with some wanker not trying to sell you some sort of a lie or pushing their crap onto you. It's everywhere, non-stop, and more, enough. I remember a company approached me, a cellular phone company once. I'm not going to say the name, but they wanted me to create their phone in CG, and it was a basic ad, and I was like, why don't you just take good footage of it or good pictures of it or whatever? No, because they wanted to shave in the 3D model a few millimeters off of it to make it look thinner. And this is the kind of trash that there is. I told them to get back in their pits, and obviously I didn't take a job like that. It's all lies. Everything they do is lies. Advertising, it's more if you're transitioning into a suit, then it's fine. If you want to be an artist but still want that gold diamond-studded watch, that's when you start going into advertising. But if you can help it, stay out of advertising. It's a disease. It does nothing for humanity. It's a plague on humanity. So, anyway, people, once again, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. All 3, 4 of you now. I think I got 4 people watching. Thank Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye, guys.